Alright, again, my recording seemed to cut out there. Sorry about that. Alright. That's fine, we will trade. And I'll play Stomping Ground. I will pay for it because, sadly, I have to pay all 5 for Hollow One here. So, interestingly enough, and I find this pretty odd, they targeted Lightning Bolt with the Snapcaster, but they used their only source of red when playing Snapcaster, so they can't actually play the card they flashed in. Or they gave flashback to. Alright, hard cast that Hollow One. Doesn't feel good, but I think it could make an impact in the game. Or it definitely could turn the tides of the game a little bit here. Opt. And they bottomed that Scry. I will let the Gurmag Angler go through. I know that'll take me to 5, and it risks them double bolting me here or something, but chumping with the Hollow One just seems very bad. Gosh, they have to know that I just win on the attack back unless they're playing like a Death Shadow here or something. They have double red up. I wouldn't be surprised if they have double bolt in hand, but I'll make them have it. Snapcaster targeting the bolt. Oh, Teamer Battle Rage, duh. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, what's that give it, like double strike? Yup, that'll do it. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That was my fault. That was just a bad misplay. Alright, on to sideboarding. So one thing that doesn't seem great here is Burning Inquiries. I'm fueling the graveyard for them, and, well, they kind of want that graveyard, right? So I think I'll cut a little bit of that, bring in Big Game Hunter. Fatal Pushes actually seem really good here. What's not good? I could take out more Burning Inquiries just so I'm not fueling their Anglers and their Tassigers. They could have, like, Graveyard Hate in maybe, like, Nile Spell Bombs. Things like that. But if I want a card to cut, maybe I just cut this Stomping Ground. Make my land count go just a hair lower, but I don't need the green splash here. So I think this will be fine. Let's try this. We'll be playing first. And this hand looks just fine. Alright, so I have the options of either Flameblade Adept or Faithless Looting here, and I think I just want to play Flameblade Adept. That way next turn I can Faithless Loot out the Bloodghast and the Flamewake, Dragon Skull, grab the Bloodghast back, and then have the mana up for casting Hollow One. Just makes for a solid turn there. So I think this is good. I'm in a bad spot if they Thought Seize me or something, but that's life. I was going to be in a bad spot if they Thought Seize me regardless. Like, let's be honest. If I Faithless Looting turned 1, I'd have to have found a Street Wraith or something. to actually get the hollow one on the field. But it looks like they're just bolting, which is not bad. I'm fine with that. Burning Inquiry. I'm definitely going to play Faithless Looting over that. Yeah, toss these two. I'll actually get to play Street Wraith here, or cycle Street Wraith. That way I can play Hollow One for free without using my other mana. And that will allow me to get the Flamewake Phoenix back. I could Burning Inquiry, but you know, I feel like just getting that Flamewake Phoenix is a lot higher value. Not a bad turn 2 as far as this deck goes. Have Burning Inquiry next turn or Faithless Looting if I choose to do that. I don't love Faithless Looting on flashback on turn 3 just because it's not enough discard to be able to play a Hollow One, and it turns off my mana for literally doing anything else on that turn, so I kind of like waiting till turn 4 on that. But Faithless Looting from the hand here sounds really good, actually. Yeah, and I think I want to do it pre-combat. I don't think there's any reason not to. Okay, so I'll toss this Bloodghast. The Blood Crypt doesn't seem amazing. Arid Mace is generally just a little bit better with when I want to grab Bloodghast, that kind of thing. Yep. Alright. Play the Summit. Now, I can play Burning Inquiry here, and I actually think I want to, just in case I can mill another Phoenix. So I think I will do that. Since I have the extra mana for a Phoenix, I'd love to see another one in the graveyard here. And unfortunately, I didn't get one in the graveyard, but I did get my opponent's Gurmag in the graveyard, and a Opt as well, which is not bad, because they were probably planning on casting that this turn, so... I don't feel like that was a bad play. I think that was probably the right play for the time, because the Burning Inquiry is not going to do a whole lot for me when it's just in hand with a land. I didn't have any payoffs for it for next turn or anything. Alright. Opponent going down to 4 here. If they have a Death Shadow in hand, it'll be a pretty strong one. But with as many creatures as I have out, that's not a super scary prospect. I'll get to Opt. And they do bottom that Opt. And they've seen enough there. Going on to game 3. I think my sideboarding is alright here. I don't think I want Thoughtseize, right? Like, no, especially not like reactively. When I'm on the draw, Thoughtseize isn't going to be great. Does a Lavamancer do anything for me? Sure doesn't do anything against, you know, their creatures. The one thing it can do is they get themselves so low on life is I think it's got potential to just burn them out. But I am also making their Death Shadows bigger. Maybe Lavamancer is good. Like, I might be wrong about this, but I feel like there's a chance Lavamancer is a good card here. I'm actually going to try one out. This may be crazy, but I think I'm going to do that. Maybe Collective Brutality just isn't good. Because what? They don't have, you know, other than draw spells, they don't have tons of instant sorceries. I mean, they got like bolts and stuff, or pushes, that kind of thing. But, -2/-2 doesn't do a lot in their deck, and then, again, I'm just fueling their shadows if I keep these. I do think I'm going to do this. I'm going to try the Lavamancers over the Collective Brutalities. Let's see how this goes. First opening hand is not great. My opponent's on a mull. That does potentially make Burning Inquiry better if I can throw away some of the few cards they have. But then I'm just replacing them. I don't know. It's tough to judge Burning Inquiry. Bolt doesn't do a ton for me in this matchup. I have a lot of cards that are not good against their deck, I think, but not a ton of sideboard that is good against it. Bloodghast I need in the graveyard. I think I have to mull here. Yeah, I feel like this is a better hand. I will keep my 6 as well. Faithless Looting on top. I think I will bottom that, just in the hopes of finding, you know, something better, a little bit better there. Still found that Burning Inquiry, but I do think we're just going to turn one Flameblade Adept, and then do Faithless Looting turn 2. That'll hopefully get enough cards that I'm close to Gurmag. I can get Bloodghast in the graveyard and then bring it back with the playing the Arid Mesa. Yeah, I think this is fine. The downside of them pushing it end of turn or something, but they're presumably just going to opt or Thought Scour here. No, it looks like they are going to push it. Yep. That's okay. My opponent's down to 13. Like, they're already at a pretty low life total, and I know that's the kind of goal with their deck, but the lower they go, the sooner they get there, the better it is for me. Be interesting to see what they toss here. They are going to be in range of casting a Gurmag. Toss Teamer Battle Rage and Thoughtseize. Got to imagine they have some good cards in their hand here then. Again, Gurmag Angler is probably what I'm expecting. That or like Taziger. Oh, Thoughtseize actually going to be taking them to 8. They take the Faithless Looting, the Gurmag. I'm not sure they have a great target. That's one thing that I have found with this deck is, you know, discard Disruption like Thoughtseize and Inquisition really don't always have great targets or either maybe easily identifiable targets. A lot of times it feels like you're taking a lower impact card than what Thoughtseize should be. Because every card in this deck almost on its own feels low impact, right? Like Bloodghast by itself is not super exciting. Of course you don't want to discard that. Or discarding a Faithless Looting or a Burning Inquiry. You know, but they're going to take the Gurmag even though I'm quite realistically a ways off of it. Okay, so we're going to do Faithless Looting to begin. Ooh, a lot of lands. So we're going to discard some lands. We will go ahead and... I'm just going to play Burning Inquiry this turn. because I feel like I have so little going on in my hand that just about anything is better than having a handful of lands. I will shock myself here, just so I can get some black mana. Let's see what I toss of theirs as well. Alright, I toss a Braid, Anger the Gods, and Stubborn Denial. Not awful. I get a Phoenix and a Blood Crypt. Next turn I'll be able to flashback Faithless Looting and toss a couple of things, so that won't be too bad. And luckily, since they are below 10 life, my Bloodghast actually has haste. So I'll be able to get them down to 6. Alright, so there's the Death Shadow. It's going to be pretty darn big. I also have nothing to block with right now. So it may be a case of me playing Blood Crypt and then playing the Phoenix post-combat so that it can block. Oh, yikes. And a Gurmag Angler. Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, I guess Goblin Lore is just the play here. Maybe play the Blood Crypt first. We'll see. I'm just gonna cast the Goblin Lore. I do get a hollow one out of it. And I do have Flamewake Phoenix to be able to grab from the graveyard that I can grab this turn. So this is potential. Okay, so I'm going to cast the hollow one, bring back the Phoenix, take him to 4, chump block with the hollow one on the next turn, and then I have the second Phoenix in hand to get the final extra damage I need to get through, as long as he doesn't kill something. I think, you know, obviously my opponent not top decking a removal spell aside, this is a pretty good situation for me. I will just be attacking with the Phoenix. If he top decks any removal, I'm in a very bad spot. But right now, chump blocking with the hollow one is definitely a route to victory for me here. They also don't have enough land to be able to Snapcaster back the Teamer Battle Rage. The one really big downside of Bloodghast is that it can't block. Like, that is a line of text that is hurtful quite often, truth be told. God, if that card could block, it would be absurd, though, with just as much as it can recur. Like, obviously it shouldn't be able to block. The card would be absolutely busted if it could. But a lot of times you do just innately look at the board and you know, just kind of mentally count up what blockers you have, and you want to almost include Bloodghast in those, and you realize, no, you can't quite do that. So I'll be using Hollow One to block the Death Shadow. Get through for 5, unless he's not going to Teamer Battle Rage, thank goodness. That would have been literally the worst. So let's see if they can play anything to stop my second Phoenix here. Alright, we're going to try it. My hope is he has one removal spell. That's why he was okay attacking him with both, even though I had 4 on board. But yeah, he's just searching for something right now, so I feel okay about it. Unless he finds something here with that Street Wraith. Attack with them all. Yep, I got it. Okay. I did not really feel like I was going to get that match, but I'm really excited that I did. So, good stuff. 1-1 right now, on to match 3.